Okay, this is the spam update. I have become the internet's poster child for spam policemen. And I guess the news is we incorporated the mail abuse prevention system late last year. We've hired a couple of employees. We've added other things. It isn't just the real-time black hole list anymore. maps.vix.com is still the URL that you'd go to if you wanted to learn more about it. And I wish that Nick was here. He's the executive director to give a real update, but we wouldn't have time for that anyway. So we're not either winning or losing the battle against spam. At the moment, there's a lot of interest in it. There are a lot of state laws. There have been arguments at the federal level. I still consider it a legislative problem. But there are people who luckily think differently from me, who they view it as either a technology problem or whatever. So I'm still solving this as a kind of a sysadmin educational process. I think that when people get address space, they ought to treat it specially and protect it and not let other people use that address space to annoy me. Lord knows if I'm going to be able to make this work. This is a mail message that came in today to the dial-up list, where I've highlighted the fact that somebody is asking us to please add their networks to the dial-up list. This is not uncommon. It just happens to have today's date on it, or a close date anyway. So dial-up list is the kind of the industry's response to the fact that terminal servers are stupid. So it would be really nice if when UUNet is selling dial-up access to every spammer in creation, but that the radius servers that actually authenticate those spammers belong to other companies like Microsoft, Earthlink, places like that. It would be great if at the time somebody did a radius authenticate, they would also have port filters stuck on their terminal server inside of a UUNet POP somewhere that said, if this guy wants to talk to an SMTP server, it has to be mine. Meaning the same guy who owned the radio server. Because that way, the person who's authenticating the user is also able to filter the guy's mail, keep him from spamming, put quotas on his outbound. Now, it turns out Mike Odell does not like this idea. He views the internet as an end-to-end thing still. He's one of the old-timers. And I admit it's controversial, but it doesn't matter because the terminal servers are too stupid to be able to do that. And the ones that are smart enough to do it run at about 10% their rated speed if you actually turn that feature on. So what the providers are now doing is saying, listen, for my dial-up pools, I really want to enforce the fact that my users should only talk to my SMTP servers. So if they talk to yours, please reject their connections. And so the dial-up list functions as a sort of a central clearinghouse for lists of dial-up address ranges. And it is trivially possible, if you go again to that web page I was telling you about, maps.vix.com, there are recipes to allow you to configure your send mail to say, listen, my users should be able to send mail to my server, but nobody else's users should be able to send mail to my server unless it's destined for one of my users. And that's been really cool, as evidenced by the fact that people would rather register with us than not. Nobody asks to be taken out of this list, and of course when they do, we just put them onto the other list, which is which you can't get off of. So anyway, that's my 5-minute spam update. Any questions?